was derailed a lot. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to finish the class. So that's not good. That's not a good start. And it was actually because of injuries. And I know that sounds bad, but they were non-life-threatening. I'll explain that in a little bit, and it wasn't my fault. So there's no legal problems there. And actually, the challenge of that kind of helped me learn a lot throughout the summer. My original idea was to help a friend and family member reach their fitness goals. And that's because fitness is a huge part of my life. It's part of my everyday routine, and it's really helped me grow as a person. And I wanted to help these guys kind of experience that as well. So I chose Steny Kula, who's in the audience. Hey, Steny. And my mom, Deneen Roby. So back to the whole injuries. The one on your left is Steny, and he decided to make a diving tag while playing capture the flag, and he got a non-displaced scapular wing fracture in his left shoulder, which is not good. And my mom, we figured out, has an impinged shoulder, which is like when the tendons pinch and everything. And as you can imagine, both of those kind of stopped the whole fitness journey process, because that would be not safe to proceed with that. So I decided to shift gears from progressing kind of further ahead than where they already were to rehabbing them to their starting point again. And I learned a lot about rehab and kind of exercising, stuff like that. But my biggest takeaway was that challenge is an opportunity. And you shouldn't shy away from challenge, you should embrace it. And that is surprisingly what I learned the most from this whole experience. So this is actually Steny's actual MRI that he got from the doctor. And you can't really see, you can't really tell what happened, but he made a crack in there. And that is a diagram of what I imagine it looks like when he decided to dive in front of a bunch of rocks for no reason and made my life a lot more difficult. So thank you for that. And then we don't have an actual picture of my mom's injury, but this is kind of what it's supposed to look like. You can't really do this a lot, so a lot of the exercises that people normally do, it's going to hurt. As you can see, that's the painful arc. And after we diagnosed this, we also got help from professionals. So, because I'm not qualified to, diagnose that officially. It was my mission to get them back to good physical health, because good physical health leads to good mental health. Health is wealth, and happiness all around in life. Exercise brings discipline and many benefits that hopefully all of you will experience or have experienced. It's a physical challenge, a mental challenge, but it's also an opportunity that you should use and take advantage of because it's accessible to mostly everybody. You can do stuff at home, gym membership, play a sport. Only good things will come from it. So both of them were shoulder injuries. That made it easier to kind of transfer what we were doing between Steny and my mom. Here are pictures of Steny and I working out, getting stuff done. So we did a lot of strengthening and stretching, building up his range of motion. As you can see with the big photos, he's doing some rotator cuff exercises. And we did, by the way, get cleared by his actual physical therapist to continue with exercise, so it was very safe. And I had my mom do a lot of the same things, but this diagram I found online, but we ended up doing a lot of this type of stuff, and that's her in physical therapy with a little weight. That's what I attended some of her meetings, so I could kind of see what she was supposed to be doing. Because they're only a little bit. I'm almost to that level, but we're getting there. Not only is working out a physical challenge, especially with their injuries, but it's also a mental challenge. So I interviewed them throughout the summer, both Steny and my mom, And these were some of the main points they made. You can read through that. I don't want to read the whole thing. But staying disciplined has paid off. It's worth it. He did say that. So as you can see, physical exercise, big benefit. You should do it. Overall, it was a success with Steny and my mom. They improved everything that they wanted to improve. Hopefully pain-free now. As you can see, we increased the range of motion. That's just another picture from the same exercise. He couldn't do that before. Like, he was kind of stuck down here, so we got him all the way back. It's good progress. And we increased his overall strength. See that? He's very strong now. And my mom, it's a little bit harder to track her progress. So the best I can give you for proving the success of the rehab is she said she doesn't feel pain anymore. Like, a specific thing she said really was hurting was when she reached down in the fridge or like open a drawer or something, her shoulder would start to like pulse and hurt and pinch and everything. Hopefully she goes through the day, like she said, not noticing any more pain. And it was impactful for me and hopefully for Steny and my mom. I'm honestly really inspired by the way that they made the most of kind of being hurt in an unfortunate situation, and they used their injuries as like a trampoline or a bounce kind of into their fitness journey. And now hopefully they can continue what they learned from me into the future. And I want to just reiterate one more time, physical health is so important. And I sent out a survey to all of the students and staff at VHS, and the results I got were mostly positive. People said that they have noticed a lot of benefits from working out, as you can see, 40 whole responses. And it reduces stress. Somebody got very buff. It gave me muscles, improves my mental and physical well-being, happier, motivated. So all these people benefited, and you could too. So my main message here is that challenge is an opportunity. Just like Steny and my mom had an opportunity with their injuries, they use that as a way to continue their fitness journey and get to where they want to be. Good job. And I really learned, that's what I learned from them, and I was very inspired by them. Thank you. I don't have a question slide, but if anybody has any questions, Mr. McCollum.
Nick, it sounds like physical fitness is really important for you.
Yes.
Was this the first time you had worked with other people on their physical fitness journeys? And if so, is that something you'd like to do again in the future?
No, not specifically. I mean, in the past, I've worked out like with friends, but I guess you could count that. This is the first time I've been super involved in somebody else's kind of like a specific goal that they had. And honestly, I really liked it. I'm not sure what I want to do when I'm older, but physical therapy could be a good option. I'm interested in it, and I really like working with other people. So definitely could be a career option for sure. Anything else? Yes?
How did you find the exercises to do for Steny and your mom?
YouTube and online research. I kind of had I like to think I had a lot of prior knowledge, so I kind of took what I already knew, but attending the physical therapy meetings, I asked a lot of questions, so I learned from that, and just kind of stuck to the basics, kept it safe, so we didn't want to create any more problems, so yeah, that was good. Anything else? All right, thank you.